Welcome to Emotional Literacy, Week 1. In this segment, we will talk about navigating your feelings in recovery. My name is Dr. John Michael Salvato, your host for this series. We're glad you're able to join us, so let's dive in. It's normal to feel overwhelmed in recovery, especially in the beginning. Most of us have felt that way in our own recovery journeys. But I want you to know that you are not alone. Emotions can feel confusing and hard to navigate, but this is a sign of change, not failure. And don't worry about having to get it right every time. We call it a recovery journey for a reason. It is a journey, and sometimes there are bumps in the road. That's okay. What matters is that we figure out how to move forward. Emotional literacy is the ability to recognize, understand, express, and effectively manage emotions in ourselves and others. Key aspects of emotional literacy include recognizing and naming emotions, understanding triggers and choosing to respond versus react. So let's look at what emotions actually are. An emotion is a combination of a physiological response, a subjective impression, and a personal expression. How an emotion looks depends on your perception, resilience, and coping mechanisms. Things like learned behavior, cultural customs, and our experiences in life can influence our emotions. Your emotions are signals, not flaws. Like a dashboard light, they alert your conscious mind to pay attention. They help with perception, memory and learning, problem solving, and guiding behaviors. This is where it's important to listen to your body. Emotions often start as physical sensations before we have words for them. This includes things such as feeling tight, hot, heavy, or feeling as though the wind was knocked out of us. The emotional pathway involves 4 steps or components. These are feel, accept, manage, and share. We're going to explore each step in detail over these next few slides. Step 1 is to feel. Be curious and name the feeling. Ask yourself, what is it that you're feeling right now? Without judgment, just notice it. Step 2 is to accept and validate the feeling. Remember, you cannot manage what you don't acknowledge. Try not to judge the feeling. After all, it's simply a feeling, and feelings are neither good nor bad. Step 3 is to manage the emotion, which is also known as emotional regulation or taking action to alter the intensity of an emotional experience. It's about influencing which emotions you have and how you express them, not bottling them up. Step 4 is to share, or what I like to call emotional expression. This is the outward display of emotions through words, tone, and body language. Emotional regulation prevents isolation and helps us and others understand our needs. Emotional expression is simply the acknowledgement of the emotions we are built to feel. Healthy expression allows us to understand the emotions, truly feel them, and move on. Let's take an example. In this case study on navigating anger, fear is often the root cause. Anger, the secondary emotion, can be managed to provide strength or unmanaged to cause harm. Quite often, anger is our response to the underlying emotion, not the root emotion itself. And that can mean that we let anger bypass the underlying emotion, which can lead to what we're really feeling going unnoticed. One of the more uncomfortable things I want to challenge you to do is to consider if you are processing or bypassing your emotions. Processing involves pausing, acknowledging, sensing, naming, decoding, and connecting. Bypassing involves avoidance, numbing, rationalizing, and disconnecting. For many of us, the desire to bypass those difficult emotions showed up in our lives as substance use, inappropriate behavior, or isolation. Working with someone to help you navigate the processing of our emotions can make a huge difference in our healing. So, how do we take this information and put it into practice? Here are a couple tips. This week, make a conscious effort at broadening your vocabulary, examining your feelings as guides, practicing mindfulness before reacting, considering the intensity of your emotions, and checking your thinking. And don't worry about remembering everything we discussed. You can always come back and review this module as often as you find necessary. Goals help us measure success. Set an intention for improving your emotional literacy this week. And consider whether now might be a good time to work with a recovery coach one-on-one to help you with this process. If you would like to explore whether one-on-one coaching would be something that would help you navigate the healing and recovery process, you can set up a no-cost 15-minute discovery session with me by visiting www.inneralchemy.online. We still have spots available through a special grant that gives a limited number of folks access to 2 monthly sessions at a deeply discounted rate. So check it out, and until next time, this is Dr. John Michael Salvato with Inner Alchemy, wishing you the best life has to offer you.